I want to start with this morning. Before getting here to work, I stopped in Howe for a construction day. And it really put what we're voting on today into a context that excited me and energized me in a way that I said I absolutely have to speak to this, because this is overall what we're talking about when we talk about building and redeveloping and having transformational change in our community. So today we have a unique opportunity to introduce a new product, an instrument of opportunity, if you will, that will help develop projects that will transform cities and towns and villages across our state. The MiThrive bills offer an opportunity for cities and towns of various size and populations that are plagued by large, challenged brownfields to be developed, to revitalize local communities. Think of the mothballed malls and abandoned and dilapidated warehouses and manufacturing buildings and strip malls, office complexes, industrial parks, and high-rise buildings that have sat undeveloped for years. Now they have a chance for resurrection. The MiThrive bills, they do three very important things. They revitalize our community, they create new jobs, and it creates benefit to the state. Number one, this about revitalizing our communities. I've seen firsthand the empty historic buildings and how hard it is to bring them back to life. This is about taking those abandoned buildings and sites that have been empty for decades and replacing them with developments that not only bring jobs and growth and opportunity and optimism to our communities, but improve and transform the areas around them. This is not a government handout, hand-me-down, or shakedown. This, instead, I look at as a tree with many branches reaching out to minority and women vendors, job training and development, job creation, education opportunities that lead to good-paying careers. These branches go out to support neighborhood businesses and make sure that inner cities thrive just as much as those downtown developments we keep talking about in Detroit. When we have good development and good developers, great corporate citizens investing in our communities, I think the tide raises all boats. And it is, yes, it's about jobs, number two. These projects are going to create thousands and thousands of construction jobs. We're going to be building in Michigan in a big way for years to come because of these bills. And I am proud that this bill is supported so strongly by the carpenters, the operators, by the laborers, because in addition to rebuilding our communities, it's about putting people to work. And you know what else it does? It supports Buy Michigan. It supports a living wage that allows men and women to feed their families, pay their mortgage, take a vacation, donate to their local charities, and so much more. And thirdly, yes, it's about a unified benefit to the state. This is a bipartisan bill package supported by Republicans and Democrats, business and labor groups, by rural communities and urban communities, because this is something that ties us all together. We all have sites like this in our district, and we all want our communities to strive, to thrive. And it's about time that Michigan reclaims its rightful place in the United States as a city that is industrious, that we have leaders in development, that this is the place you want to live, work, and play and just hang out for a good time. That's what all this development does in these communities. And let me be very clear, because I know that there are some people who will say, you know, we're selling out the grassroots, the small guys. And I'll tell you, I have met and talked about these bills very thoroughly, because I too, like some of my colleagues who oppose this, I want to make sure the small guys win. I want to make sure that the neighborhoods and the inner cities, that we're winning. That this is just not some great tax incentive for some billionaire, but that the locals feel the benefit as well. And so in these bills, there must be three different entities that approve these transformational brownfields developments: the local unit of government, the Michigan Strategic Fund, and a third independent party. So for me in Detroit, that would mean I want to see our developers and the development projects employ locals on the work site, to occupy these new development with Detroit-based businesses as well, to make sure that they're using local artists, to include minority and women contractors and vendors during and after the development is completed. And in this time when revenue dollars to our local municipalities have been down, the city of Detroit stands to benefit significantly by being able to collect tax dollars that don't exist today. But it's not just about downtown development. This is about getting Michigan working again. Michigan's redevelopment. The United States of America's redevelopment. This is made in Michigan. This is born in Detroit. The MiThrive bills is about sweeping away the cobwebs and creating new beginnings, brushing off the dust and bringing in new business, and constructing a vision that is inclusive and revolutionary, and building a sustainable future for Detroit, for Michigan, and for the United States of America. So, Mr. Speaker, I ask all my colleagues to please support these bills. Thank you.